I was gonna talk about something completely different, but then I forgot what it was, and I didn't even write it down, so I guess we'll just go in. Other than that, me just forgetting things as we get Azal Scars and 3 custom mysteries, is all I've really done is remove the mini mod pack mysteries. I'll add them again at some point, but this is kind of a 100th episode. I was going to do something special, and then I decided not to, so off we go. So I completely forgot what backstory I had, so we're just going to set it to random, and off I go. We do have 3 custom mysteries, and I do have Azal, I think. And off we go as we get into Azal Knight. It was definitely not Knight Errant, but we're already here, so off we go. 9 strength, 6 dexterity, 6 perception, 6 knowledge, 8 charisma, and no Eldritch Parasite this time. But just keep in mind that there are Eldritch Parasite videos happening with the mod pack runs here. Second encounter, charisma, knowledge, dexterity, light source, and maybe Takshe-san? This character does not have the perks. For the perks for ally attack that would make it really fame. But we can still make it work because 8 charisma is already a lot to have, if nothing else. And then we get a wooden bat in case we want to swing really hard. That's more guaranteed compared to 3 kicks, but I still would not like the wooden bat. But since we're running ally attack, we don't have to worry as much about that. Depends on our mysteries. I see Metamorphosis. Then we also see Recluse, so we do need the wooden bat. Yeah, that's a situation in which you want the wooden bat anyway, because they're gonna sever, unless you don't sever. But hey, Shiba's, Shuttle, and Phantasm. So we have a lot on our plate today. We could get more charisma, but I think we'll just take Metamorphosis now. That's getting the experience rule. I did not want to see that because the reason for that is you usually want to end up leveling up, and guess what? You can't do as much, or if you want to avoid the experience rule doom for the most part, you end up tossing experience away to the theoretically the police station, but that's not going to be possible this time, so yeah. I do want to level up, if for no other reason than charisma, but lose 1 in every stat, fine, so be it, but we'll take what we can, because while we do have Recluse, I don't want to spend a lot of Doom here anyway, because we're in Azal, and we have the experience rule immediately. I guess to just explain while we're autopiloting here anyway, so the way you would work around the experience rule is you would go into the police station and trade experience for funds. Now, if you have the fund rule as well, you have to toss funds as well, but just for the experience rule, when it happens, you want to toss experience away if you're trying to really avoid Doom. Because, you know, if you're leveling up, but then taking 9% Doom at the end of a mystery because you're at 91%, if you take that, then you end up dying, then your level doesn't mean anything, so that's all I really have to say at the moment. Otherwise, you live with it, because in this situation where you get the experience rule immediately, I should have actually taken that, that's a charisma check. You want to level up is the thought, because if you don't level up, you're pretty much also playing on Commoner, which is not great. So we're also taking Doom left, right, and center, but that's a whole different worry. So we're going to visit the monument and take away stamina. So are these allies going to be worth it? I guess we're going to find out, really. That's interesting. We will use it, but... And then we have a Thotu Flame, so even if we didn't have the wooden bat, a Thotu Flame is nice, but... a Thotu Flame is not the greatest spell. It's great in an emergency, but otherwise... I mean, in this example, it actually works very well. But let's see how much we do with ally attacks. This is 50%, but I don't want to roll, so we need to do 11 more HP's worth of damage. We can do that by using a Thotu Flame or a Ghostly Spear. Probably should use Ghostly Spear instead. Or both Ghostly Spear and a Thotu Flame. And then we do it. Because I wanted to throw the wooden bat, then I reminded myself that I had Recluse. We also thankfully did 12 HP on ally attack, and then we get time skip plus 4 Doom because we are trying to level up. Now we might just take extra, but I guess we're going to find out. I'm going to take experience here and see what happens to me. So into Recluse we go. And now we have the spell rule. So we can toss out Ancestral Strength and a Thotu Flame, but Ghostly Spear I think you keep, regardless of the Doom. Now, again, keep in mind here that we are, if we don't level up, we're taking 9 Doom. In fact, you take more if you don't level up. So that, if nothing else to pull away from this video, yes, first of all, getting an experience rule at the beginning of an Azal run is really, really bad. And then secondly, remember to level up ASAP, because otherwise you take a bunch of Doom at the end of a mystery. More specifically, I assume what happens is that the game checks how much experience you have, divides that by 10, and gives you that resulting amount in Doom. Now, to keep in mind, you do... you could have waited for self-therapy. I guess I didn't. Yeah, that's a mistake I made. Should have leveled up first and then gotten that. Actually, I want to take Charisma. But we will take self-therapy if we need the reason. We don't, but... I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, yeah, if you get Mind Wipe, you can actually decrease Doom. Nice 12 roll, by the way, game. Good thing I have 3 luck, because it doesn't matter. But, yeah, if you have Mind Wipe and you go down to, like, negative 70 experience, then you get to the end of the mystery, your Doom will decrease by 7. So, in a way, you know, it is nice. It's very funny. If you could theoretically give a custom character negative experience if you want it, especially if it fits your character's immersion. But otherwise, here we are. We can't use ally attack, so we just take this for a reason in the face. I could opt to use Ghostly Spear twice, and then yeah, you know what? We're gonna use Ghostly Spear twice, and then we're going to forget Ghostly Spear so we don't take Doom, and then we sever. So now we're at max 10 stamina. We lose 2 Doom, and if we don't level up next mystery, we will take 9 Doom. Something to keep in mind. We do have the Inspiring Novel, but that would not have helped us, I think, unless it does. I keep forgetting if it affects Sever. I'm pretty sure it doesn't. But we can actually, yeah, we can skip the Boss of Shibas. When I feel confident, I'll fight the Boss of Shibas again, but in this particular instance, no. So we'll do Shuttle first, then we'll take Thing. Even though Shuttle is by far, in my opinion, more lenient encounter-wise, so theoretically I should have done a thing. I was bamboozled by Coughing Blood there. Yeah, I forgot what I was gonna say. Anywho. Oh, this is not good. Yeah, what was I? It was something important I did want to mention, and I think I was talking, and then I saw Coughing Blood, and my mind went blank. Well, anywho. So we do want to try and level up. If we can't, I think what I'm going to end up doing is tossing a bunch of experience away. I don't need these levels, but let's try to hit 70% experience. I forgot how many investigations I'm on. I have not remembered the... Oh my goodness, a 12 roll. Well, anywho, yeah, into the wasteland. Because if we take that much Doom, I think we die. So with these funds, we're going to visit the vending machine and pick up a pack of cigarettes. We can actually pick up 2 packs of cigarettes. Coughing Blood is an injury, so we can't do that. But we can grab more cigarettes for the purposes of phantasms, which will be very, very bad for me. It'll also help with ally attack, so I don't really mind. But anyway, I don't even know what's happening here. But I should have actually smoked the cigarettes now, a bit too late, but... There's a chance we 2-shot this relatively comfortably. And we're losing reason only, so... And we're healthy on reason is what I'm trying to say. Could also opt to... kick here. But I'm not sure if I'm going to hit a good kick. I guess I can option select the wind bat throw. I didn't click it in time. My hand-eye coordination, I mean, we lose 2 reason for it. I probably should have just gambled on ally attack, but yeah. So the other smaller reason why I want to take the cigarettes is because I'm getting cigarettes slowly from Maria. So might as well use the extra boost to cigarettes, investigation-wise, while I am doing so. So I'm going to use the cigarettes now, because we don't know if we're going to immediately run into an encounter that I don't like. That's all I have to say. Also, we're losing Doom for funds, but that's fine. We're having 1 funds is better than out of funds. That's the... If you want a very simple rule to follow this video instead, yeah, having 1 fund, even though you have the fund rule, is not so bad. You don't need to avoid all of the Doom increases. However, in Phantasms here, boy, is it gonna hurt a lot more. Can we fit 3? No, we can't. So we do the next best thing. And roll a 50-50. Keeping in mind the Inspiring Novel doesn't actually help with our ally attack, so maybe I should have just sold it, but... maybe I should actually, yeah, because it helps out my kick. So you know what? We're going to pop the Inspiring Novel here. We get the Doom. We get Doom. That's all I remember. You failed at, you get Doom. Specifically, again, just to go over it, 2 Doom when investigating, plus 7% Doom for even picking up that status, which does not go away after the status spec goes away. And I can't roll a strength check to save this character's life. So, shrug. Lore accurate? Anywho. I mean, I know he had 3 luck. I didn't know that was a luck check, but... So what I actually should have done if this asked for funds, it didn't, but if it asked for funds, I should have saved the inspiring novel, but we're here now. Into another encounter. We're gonna gamble again here, so 85%. Well, on top of a coin flip, a big coin flip, but 2 coin flip? Yeah, I only needed one of them to do 12 damage, but anywho, let's take the Doom here. Doom decrease, and I mean, if I were to bet on myself right now, I would assume, never mind, because we took 11 Doom, because we leveled up after getting the experience for leveling up. Again, just really quickly, the order of operations is you get the experience, or you get the Doom increase after you get the experience at the end of a mystery, so I could not have leveled up beforehand. What I could have done is go visit the police station, but even with that, yeah, we did not have a great chance to survive. I should have actually visited the police station, though. There was no reason for me to have done what I did. So we visit the monument as much as possible in an attempt to survive. I don't think we can, though. It has to ask for reason here. And maybe we get Doom decreases left, right, and center, but with the experience rule, we're pretty much guaranteed to just take it in the face here. So, yeah, off we go. We'll try to survive. Don't let it be said I don't try to survive. Could also use Ryuichi at some point. Can I even use him now? No, because I only have 1 fund, or 0, but you get the point. And yeah, we just take our 1 turn. How much experience do I get here? Funny enough, getting a lot of experience would not help me here. And yeah, alternatively, yeah, I have Ryuichi, so what I could have done is trade off all my experience for... Why did I roll that? Trade all my experience for funds, then give those funds to Ryuichi. Maybe I still somehow survive here, but I guess we're gonna find out. Pop these painkillers. And into the police station we go, because we're nearing the end of the mystery. So, bloop, bloop, bloop. 3 funds. We have a fund rule, so keeping that in mind, but we also want to just lower all of our experience. And we did lower Doom by quite a bit. I think I still take it in the face, though. We need to store these handcuffs, because we have the item rule. And we need to toss these funds at the end of the mystery, which you should do anyway. The last mystery is where you should really toss your funds away, because you will not need funds when you ascend the lighthouse at all. So, we're taking 1 Doom. We can't take 1 Doom. Ugh. But when I enter here, I will barely get the experience to trade off. Well, don't let it be said I didn't try my best. Basically, we could have survived this run, is what I'm trying to say. We're just going to take a big risk here. We didn't pass because the game rolled at 11. And I really don't think there's anything much we can do. We can visit the police station, but the Ryuichi would have to lower our Doom by 3 at least. And he did not. So, I guess we will find. Basically, I could have survived this run, is what I'm trying to say. So we flee, we take the reason hit, and off we go. 1 Doom for something, I don't know, but maybe a curse or an injury? I don't remember my second encounter. Now I'm really, really, really scared, but let's take a look at our lighthouse and do some run some calculation. Yeah, basically I did this to myself. I could have survived this run. Second encounter, I don't remember. Charisma, knowledge. So I take 3 stamina damage, 6 stamina damage. Light, we don't have a light source, but we're good on reason. And we don't have the 6th floor, so... Did I pop the painkillers already? Did I even take a bath? I think I did, right? Because I healed stamina. Let's just make sure. We did. So, that's really unfortunate. Yeah, I could have survived this run, actually, if I had saved on that Doom. We really don't have anything else. The stuffed toy, but we won't level up our dexterity anyway. Could have gotten rid of Hole. Actually, that would have saved me. I made the mistakes here. So, off we go. Yeah, I didn't... Yeah, anywho, roommate. Because I took Recluse second. There's a very high chance your second encounter is roommate if you don't fight anything your first mystery. Especially if you don't fight anything. Actually, it wouldn't be the roommate, but you get the point. if you're lucky enough to only fight once in your first mystery and then you take Recluse, you can logic out that your thing is going to be a thing. Anywho, is there a way for me to recover stamina? Actually, couldn't I have gotten rid of one of these for dexterity? No. So that would have been interesting. I don't have paranoia, so unfortunately, yeah, I can't get anything back from this. And I'll see you in the next video. Why did I do this to myself?